Hello and welcome to the Influence Podcast. It's Joy Ogbeide here, your number one host in the whole wide world. Yes, welcome. I'm a voiceover artist, a public speaker, a global influence, a graphic designer, and a whole lot of things. A woman of many parts, basically. So, on today's episode, I want to share my thoughts on the forthcoming elections in Nigeria happening in 2023. Yes. Okay. First, this is not I'm not going to tell you the candidate I support or anything, but I spend most of my time on the online space. Let me not say most of the time. I spend a great deal of time on the online space based on the fact that I'm a media personality. So, not a justification to spend too much time on my phone, but you get the point. So I get to notice a few things here and there. And with the presidential candidate, from the persons contesting, we have one of them in particular who the youth of this our great nation seem to resonate with, because the man seems clean. People have found nothing to hold him. Yes, they've not found any dirt on him. So he has given Nigerian youth, a lot of Nigerian youth, a sense of hope for Nigeria again. And because of this, I think he's the most loved presidential candidate ever that Nigeria has ever had. I think so, because the love is massive. Yes, which is really, really beautiful, because humans, we like hope. The reason people go as far as taking their own lives is when they have lost sight of any hope. It's like you're in a vast ocean. Ocean is vast, but there's no shore in sight. You're just in the middle, and it's as though nobody's going to come to your rescue. How do I know this? Because I feel I've been there. Yes, so the youths are clinging to the hope that this particular candidate represents, which is not a bad thing. But what I do not approve is many of them, they tend to be, what do I call this here? I feel using the word bully might sound too harsh, but that's actually what it is. They get to bully a lot of persons that supports other candidates. First off, it is your right as a citizen to vote and be voted for. It's only in some rare cases where that right could be taken from you. But other than that, you have a right to vote and be voted for. And every person has the right to support whoever they chose to. It's not really a thing of, okay, of course we should elect competent leaders. True thing. Well, you can't force your choice of candidate down a person's throat. You can't force your choice of candidate down your neighbor's throat. They have a choice to make. Even if you feel that a person's record it's not so good, there are lots of shady things. That's why we have a choice, right? That's why we have more than one candidate vying for the position of the president, vying for the office of president. So you get to make your choice. If you feel that the candidate that you've chosen is the best, then on the day of election, come out, vote for your candidate. Campaign as much as you want to, because at the end of the day, politics is a game of numbers and it's democracy. Of course, majority wins the vote. So I don't think it's right to bully other people or shame them for their choices. Some people just want to support some certain persons. There was a particular female actor that declared her support for a particular candidate. You needed to have seen the bullying. This woman had to lock her comment section on her social media platforms because it was too much. This is an elderly woman, for crying out loud. People are going to tell her Nigeria this, you should think about Nigeria. Many persons, when they make decisions, they are actually thinking of their own interest at heart. And I would also want to say that this thing, some of these people, they come and ask you, are you this? Because there is a phrase, every candidate, they have a phrase that they use in identifying persons who identify with the candidate. So even strangers, random people could just come and ask you, are you this? My advice to you is for you not to answer such questions, because you don't even know if that person is supporting what you are supporting, because it's now even beginning to look like a cult. So, and you going around to be asking somebody, are you this, are you that? Better stop that thing, because it's really, really annoying. I was in a vehicle the other time and I wasn't really in the mood for a conversation like that. So the driver was asking, are you da da da? I just said, I don't know, hoping that he would get the cue that I do not want to talk. He went on saying that we have 4 candidates. Which one is you don't know inside? Like, as if he was literally trying to bully me right there in the vehicle. It was just so weird and uncomfortable. I was already close to my destination, so I didn't think of wanting to end the trip and just come down and board another vehicle. So he was like, we have 4 candidates, you have to choose. The way you are sounding as if you do not care, because life is already good for you. Don't you care about other persons that are in the streets? You don't want a better Nigeria, blah 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 blah. It was so annoying. Like, who told you that I do not want a better Nigeria? I feel like it doesn't make sense for me to be discussing my choice of candidates with a total stranger. I do not know you from Adam. Even to discuss it with people that I'm close to, it's really, really hard. Okay, it's not like it's really hard, Sha. It's easier to discuss such with people who I am familiar with, not with a total stranger. With the way the state of the country is, you don't even know people that are just angry, because everybody is angry. Everybody is just angry, and it's not really cool. It's just this passive aggression. Your neighbor is not the cause of how bad things have turned out. And sometimes people that complain, Nigeria this, Nigeria that, if you check their sphere of influence, they are not being honest in the things that they are handling. They come and start saying, better Nigeria, better Nigeria. They throw, imagine you finish eating something, you are throwing it away on the floor. Yes, I will go there. Don't tell me nada. I will go there. Why would you eat something and you dispose it? You feel that the place is already dirty, or I beg you, it's not me that's staining the whole country. You're actually supposed to contribute your own quota by finding the nearest refuse and dumping it there. In your sphere of influence, you have to want to see a better Nigeria and act in that. Not you going to bully people online and in real life and telling them that why won't you vote? Why are you not treating my candidates? It doesn't really make sense, to be honest. You should desist from that. If you listening to me, you're doing that kind of thing, repent. And if there's anything that I've also noticed about this whole election, not just the election, when it comes to support for anything, a particular reality show just ended and I followed to an extent, being a person who is concerned about emotional intelligence and the media. So it was interesting for me to watch, especially when they get to do sponsor tags and they show their creativity and all that. But something I noticed was the supporters or the so-called fans of these housemates. Gosh, the toxicity was too much. Like, imagine somebody stating their opinion in the most respectful way. I could just state their opinion. Before you know, it's an insultive comment. I mean, that's not really necessary though. You can engage in a conversation without necessarily insulting the other person. Why are you angry? These people that you are fighting for, they don't even know you personally. In fact, most of the time, these people do not know you, and they might never will. I don't even know if that English is correct, or they never might, whatever. But they might not know you actually. So what's the point? What's the point of fighting? Why do people feel that they need to insult to pass their point? That's an uncivil behavior, And I've always said it on this podcast that it's not everything that you reply to. I was so surprised that there was actually one of my teachers in secondary school. You know how Facebook is. If somebody comments on something, Facebook and gossip, they'll come and tell you that this person on your friend list commented on this thing, or this is my teacher from secondary school, or the way he comments on some things, oh God, like so insultive. If he listens to this, maybe you will know it's him. Well, I don't mention name, or even if I mention name, I know they fear you. I'm joking, but I won't mention names. It's just somehow like just see insult. I don't want to really mention the insult. Like, blogs want to do this clickbait thing. So you don't need to respond to everything. Although there are some things that are very, very unacceptable, some things are really unacceptable, and I have had to delete somebody's number. I want to mention that there are some people that have even fallen out with their friends because of this election issue, because your friend is supporting a particular candidate. You even see people commenting that if my friend supports this particular candidate, then we were never friends. It don't reach like that. You want to throw away years or probably months of friendship over Nigeria election that will come and go. Okay, so back to my story. I actually deleted an acquaintance's number for my phone for one reason. 2010-20 was a very dark day in Nigeria, the Lekki massacre. And you know how devastating it was for you as a Nigerian. If you're Nigerian listening to this, you know how it was. You know where you were when those things happened, like the whole NSAS protests and everything. So this particular guy, he supports the present government a lot. Like, he supports the present government. He loves the president safe. So anybody that loves the president automatically loves the party or the president somehow. It's not always true, but so the guy was always trying to discredit what happened at the Lekki toll gate. Bro, this thing was getting on my nerves. I think one particular day he said that there was a post he put on his WhatsApp status. The post was about a person that came out to say that he didn't die in the Lekki massacre, that they should stop using his picture or something like that. Then the guy said, why have people not come out to say that they were involved, that they were there at the shooting and all those kind of things? Hey God, I was just thinking, I said, first, you've forgotten that this is Nigeria. The moment they come outside to say anything concerning that thing, the Lekki massacre, that maybe they were there or they saw what happened and everything, their lives are automatically at risk. DJ Switch that covered what happened, like she was live on her Instagram when the shootings happened. Oh Jesus, when they were shooting, how harmless Nigerians were bleeding on the Nigerian flag. Bro, he said he was trying, like, all his status updates that period was just saying that it never happened, that people are lying, they are trying so hard to discredit the government. I even had to message him. This is somebody that is way older than I am, but as I will say, I'm not afraid of you, so I will say what I want to say as long as I know that I can pass my points without necessarily insulting. So I said, what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say that what happened, that DJ Switch was lying or something that happened live? He didn't respond. Or more, the way I deleted the number, I like, I beg for my sanity. Because what do you mean? Do you know how many persons have not healed from that experience? Talk more of the people that were there. People lost some persons. So I know in that case, you can afford to delete numbers. You can block. And that person was never a friend. And so it was just a mere acquaintance. And I deleted the number unapologetically, and I'm not going to add him back, because why would you discredit the Lekki massacre? Hey, Jesus. So, please, be respectful on the online space. You don't have to respond to everything, and everybody cannot support your candidate. Support who you want to support in peace. Be happy, campaign for them, and just be careful out there. Don't become so blindly supportive that you no longer use your sense of reasoning. So live and let live. Don't tell another person why they are wrong for supporting a particular candidate. I know that there are some undertones to some things, people receiving money to vote and all those kind of things. I know. Why you are sensitizing people on why they should vote and everything, don't be insultive about it. Go about it in the best way, in the most civil manner, and God will bless you. Your reward is on earth and in heaven, because you will live longer like that too, because you can't afford to be fighting everybody on the online space. So thank you for listening. Tomorrow is my birthday. Ooh, the last episode I see 23-year-old, so the next time you hear me, I'll be 24 years old. Oh my gosh. Please engage post on socials. Instagram is at @the_influence podcast. My socials at the Ogbeide across various platforms. Thank you for listening again, and ciao.